So first complete the all outline. So there is two way of doing. One is fine outline and one is little bit spreading type. So that also will teach you. So what you can do. So some way. So they usually merge two color and do the red and the black together. So slightly the red and black will be merged. So that also you can do, or you can do just a simple filling. So draw the design. Lot of design I have shared with you. You can even do on a clutch. Suppose if you have a cloth clutch or a leather clutch, try to use this Hobby Ideas fabric color or this acrylic colors, and you do with that. Okay. So this black will be little more broader. So, and then we will leave a gap and then give the red color. So we have to make it little more broader. After that, you have to leave a little bit gap and place the red color in the tattoo. So that's why I am making it one more coat I am giving you, and I am making it broad. So it has to be broad. So first thing, you start with the black color and complete all the outline everywhere, whatever design you have drawn. So that's why one more coat I am giving, and I am broadening the lines. So it looks very nice. Same way you can do tattoo for birthday parties and all. Usually they have birthday parties and all, and in the birthday parties they'll do body tattoo. So with this Fevicryl Hobby Ideas colors, same way you can, in a birthday party, you can do tattoos on the hand, on the back, wherever you want. So basically all these designs are tattoo type. So this can be easily done even for body paint also. Okay. So you can also use it for body paint. Okay. So black is very bold, and the white in between the gap is also bold. Red is little bit here and there. You can use green also, that is bluish green. So usually the tattooing, when you go for tattooing, you see the green there is like in the sap green. If you mix little black or you mix dark green and dark blue together, you will get one color. So that is the bluish green. So here we are. So it will be not very fine. It is just like a tattoo type. So very fine and very features, this features it will not be there. So for that reason, don't worry, because if you see at all the designs, most of the design, they are not having very sharp features. Since it is a tattoo, they don't have so sharp features. So don't worry about it. Okay. Once you finish with the red color and the black color, then finally you will be doing the white color. The white color also has to be done, because the white color usually have shared all this design, and this design which I am doing, this also I will be sharing here. The butterfly can be done in the t-shirt. It looks very nice. If you have a girl child, you can easily do the butterfly on her t-shirt. It will look very nice. Even the phoenix, we have the phoenix rising out of fire. So that design also is very nice and very common in Haida art. But the most common is this ravin, which is a bird which is more or less neither an eagle or a phoenix. It's a mythological bird, and this, according to them, this bird brings lot of prosperity, and it is very resourceful, and it brings lot of wealth. And so that's why these people, they will do ravin, and also they will do Solomon face. The Solomon face is ample. It's bring ample. So for that reason, they will do the Solomon face on a wood or on a plate, whatever it is, or on a pot, and hang it in their house. Because the Solomon feast brings amplity, so there will be no, there will never be less of happiness or food or finance, whatever it is in the house. So that's why they will make Solomon face. Okay. So this way we have to complete the whole outline. So the outline black has to be very bold and little thick, and then the red little bit here and there you have to put. So that's why I'm thickening the black outline. I want the black outline to be very, very bold. So that's why I am slightly taking one more coat and I am thickening the black outline. Okay. So same way. So the legs are very simple, just two straight line, one round, and few cups, the 5 cups for the 5 things like this. So make the legs like this, and same way we have this leg also. The wings we have made, the face we have made, the body we have made. Now we are making the legs, and down we'll make the tail feathers. Okay. And now we are going to make the tail feathers. So this will be a symmetrical. Both the designs should be same. So you have to make a symmetrical design. So that's what they used to follow, and they used to make, it should be pictorial, like birds, then butterflies, animals, fishes. So mostly we will see all this design in the Haida art. Sometimes cat also. Okay. So now slowly we are doing the inner curves. Okay. And then we'll finish up with the red color, and finally will be your white color. White color also you have to give, though you can leave the area, but when you give the white color, your picture looks more nice. For that reason we are telling, don't miss putting the white color. Finally put the white color some here and there, so that your picture looks little more nice. Okay. Now we have one circle here and another circle here. I'll be sharing this design to all of you, so you can also try this design if you want. And anyhow, I have shared a lot of designs. Any design from there you can do it. Okay. Now, so we have finished this. We will do the outline here. The outline for the bird is completed. Now slowly one by one we have to fill the red color, leaving the gaps for the white color. Okay. So So leaving the gaps for the white color. So we will be doing it. Okay, done. So we have finished with the black color. Now we will take the red color. As I told you, for the red color, little black is already there in the brush. So just take red and mix it up. It has to be like dark red. So very little red we can take and we'll mix it up. Yeah. So it will be like dark red. So very either you can mix brown, but very little if you take red and mix, that is also okay. Black, we have taken little bit of black which was there in the brush. I've taken that and I mixed it. So that's okay for this. So same way you have to mix the color and you have to use it. Okay? No. Now, where you want to put the red color, so you can go on putting the red color in between. See, so it is not exactly red, slightly brownish red, not even Indian red. This is what you have to put everywhere. And the same way you have to use like this, leaving little bit of white gaps. You have to use the red color here. Automatically the white back should be also visible. So usually if your I'm going to attach this, cut this and put it on a t-shirt or a bag. And what I want, I can either attach it on a t-shirt or on a bag, or a hanky. Even I can place it on a hanky and use it as for covering for my for a covering for a plate. So anywhere you can do. Or if you have a white hanky, trace it in one corner or in the center and you can use that. So see, you have to leave the white gaps in between. No need of covering it fully. So it is basically tattoo style of painting. So in the skin, when you're doing it on the skin, only the red color and the black color is visible, and the background is your, for the body tattoo is your skin is visible. So here on the in this tattoo, what they do on the wood and all, they put white color in between the red and the black. They put white color. So that's how the header art is done. And some people they will use, as I told you, a mixture of as we told that some people they will be using a mixture of blue and green mixed together. That for the body tattoo, what green we are using. So either blue and green mixed together and you can make bluish green, or you take sap green and mix little bit black in that, or dark Persian blue. So that color they usually prefer. Okay, so here we are. And now I will take white color and I'll put in the gaps so that my pencil lines, whatever I have done, and my work get little more neatness. So for that reason, some places I am having very bold white color. So little bit I'll take the white color and I'll try to cover up the pencil line if you want. Suppose if the pencil line is already covered with the paint, you don't need to take white color, but then I have some pencil lines, so I want to camouflage that pencil line with my white color. So I'll take some little bit of white color here. Okay. Done. So we have finished with this. So here we have a little bit here. So I'm going to put here. And then we have little here for the just one strokes I'll give. Then here I'll give for the tail little strokes here for the tail feather, and almost we have done here. So this is done. Now let's this side of the I have not given color, so I'm giving little red color also here for the feather area, and I want to highlight my design. So we'll go on doing like this. And today I'm going to teach you how to since your design is small, you want to make your design elaborate and bigger. I'm going to teach you how to make the design little more bigger and elaborate. Okay. So Nirmala ma'am, you can do it on a canvas board, or you can do on a coaster. Not necessary that you do it on a fabric. You have to just incorporate the art wherever you want. So you can do it on a coaster, or you can do it on a plastic bottle, or a coaster, or a CD. Take a CD and color the CD with gesso, and on top of that you design it. You can create 3 CDs, 3 different butterflies, and make it as a elongated wall hanging. So that is all. Whatever you want, you can incorporate. It's not necessary that you do it on a fabric. You can do also this either art on a pot also. These people, they used to do wooden flank, then bowls and pot. Not necessary that you do it on a fabric. Okay. Because the fabric has the base white, so that's why we thought that if you do it on a fabric, it will be easy to work. But then you can always do it on a canvas sheet, or you can always do it on a anyhow. I am covering the pencil line with this red color, so I don't think I need to put the white color. But still, if you put the white color, your Haida art will look more beautiful. So some place you can give the white color. So highlight your work, because what happens if you give the white color, it looks nice, jet white in the background, and your painting looks little more nice. So you can do that. So, or after if your cloth is very nice white, you can just leave it. So we have almost completed. I think I'm happy with the cloth. I don't need to put the white color. So I have covered my pencil line with the red color. Same way, if you are able to cover it, no need of putting the white color. But I want to do some border in the background. I'll show you how to create the border, and then use this picture as a patchwork for your cushion, or your anywhere you can put. So I want to create some strokes and all. So what I'll do, I'll take some black color and red color, and with that simultaneously I'll create strokes. So all around, and I can create a border. So what I will do, equal distance I will take. First I will draw a line, straight line, and then taking the support of the straight line, I will, so that I can use this as a patchwork. Okay. So basically I am just all around my design, I'm creating a border Simultaneously, I will on the brush load both the color red and the first freehand you create the square area, okay, and then so that when we cut it out as a patchwork, this work looks nice and you can put this on a table runner or a t-shirt or on your kurta or anywhere or even on the bags. I have used all those previous one I have used on my bags because all of us we have lot of bags nowadays. Everybody is using bags at home, so we have lot of bags here. So you can use them on your bags or as we told. Now see, just with flat brush number 2 or whatever you want, I am just giving strokes. Same way you can give strokes and then afterwards you can attach it on a fabric, okay. So the same color what we are using in the Haida art, say use the same color, don't change the color. So simultaneously, and I am using it so same way, and then take same brush, first to take black and then take red, and simultaneously you go on doing corners also you do, okay. So and then 1 minute. So okay, so the corners also you do it nicely, and then you're actually by doing a border like this, it will make your design look little more bigger, and then you can attach it on a cushion cover or use as a yoke on your kurti, even on t-shirts, wherever you want you can use it, okay. Next, yeah, on the walls you can do it on a walls, or you can do it anywhere. Basically coat the walls with white color, and then after that do it on a walls. But the or you can even first it will be better if you coat the walls with white color, okay. So this side also we are doing it. So this looks very neat and your works looks very elegant. So if you give a border like this, though your design is small, but the moment you give a border, it looks little more bigger. So what happens? Now you can cut this and use it as a patchwork wherever you want. Okay. So done. So let's take some black and put here. Now I'll put some black here, merge it with the red color so that I get both the strokes here. Okay, done. Now I will show you how we will cut it out from here to here, taking the strokes in thing, and we will stick this on whichever thing you want. You can stick it on a t-shirt, you can stick it on a little white color. As I told you, if I give little white color with thin brush, your painting will look little more nice. So let's give some white color. Let me get some white color directly. Don't mix water in the white color. So we have to give the white color here and there, not much. Okay. So thoda sa dal ke, so that your white color is able to lift in your brush. Now see, 1 minute. Reason we are asking to put the white color. See, take thick white color, don't take watery, and so that your design look little more bold. That is the reason for giving the white color in between the gaps. See, the moment you give the white color, your painting looks more bright and it looks more elegant. So that's how you are supposed to work. So very little white color I am giving, not much, so that in the bold area, we are just giving in the bold area. Okay. So just in between the gaps, whatever gaps you have after putting the red color and the white color, so very rough we are putting the white color in between. So that's how it has to be done. Okay. So done. So yeah, the bird leg. Done. So here we have finished it almost. We have finished this thing. I'll just show you. I give you a closer view. So we have completed the Haida art here. So let me take it up little more. Looks very nice with the border. Yes. So that's why we have put the border, so that it looks very nice. Once you put the border, what happens? Your design, what you have created, when you have a look at the Haida art Ravin bird. So this is the Ravin bird which bring prosperity and ample, and it is resourceful. So if you just search in Google Ravin, they will tell you about this Ravin. So this is a very famous design in Haida art. So you can try this design, and as I told you, I will try to place this might be in any of my kurtis or t-shirt, or let me see whatever I have. And with fabric glue I will cut them around this border, and with fabric glue I will stick them up. So that's how it is looking. I hope all of you liked it. Looks very nice with the border. Thank you. So the previous 2 videos I am going to delete today evening as requested by all of you. I didn't remove the video. If you want the video, please let me know in the WhatsApp group. And the last day of the submission is 29th. By 29th, all of you please submit all your work. See, it's very small design, not even 6 by 6 inches. I think this is 6 by 6 inches. And it looks very elegant. If you do it on a t-shirt, basically the men's t-shirt, at the back, it will look very nice. So all of you can give it a try. I hope all of you like this session, and all of you will surely give me a try. If any of you have any doubt and any clarifications, do let me know. I will be clearing your